Did an episode on my podcast that needs to be heard. It's on Anchor. Well, it's called Podcasters now. It's combined with Spotify. And this is a very important topic. My topic talks about senseless gun violence. And this topic is the name of this was Let's Gain Our Communities Back, Stop the Senseless Gun Violence. So if y'all have time, it ain't nothing but like 8 minutes. Just take time out to listen to it. Hello, it's your girl coming through with another episode. I'm gonna keep it real, raw, and uncut as usual. My podcast is focused around senseless gun violence, as you probably already know. If you listen to the previous episodes, you will know that I lost my brother 5 years ago due to senseless gun violence. An incident outside of a nightclub, and no, he was not the intended target. He had 3 kids, a girl and 2 boys. Losing my brother, it was like in my heart, ripped out of my chest. And me and my family, like, we will never, ever be the same again. No matter how much time goes by, no matter what, our family will never be the same again. So, I speak on stopping the senseless gun violence because my brother, he can't speak for himself anymore. So I have to speak up for him. I will speak for him. I want to bring awareness to this senseless gun violence because it's happening way too much. And nobody seems to be talking about it. Well, I mean, of course, you see it on social media or the news and stuff like that. Yeah, they broadcast it, but nobody's trying to do anything about it or even share their stories. Because I know a lot of families who have lost someone due to senseless gun violence. Like, we have to come together to share our stories, to bring awareness, and maybe it will help. Maybe it won't. But we won't know until we try. And I'm definitely going to try. I'm doing this for my brother and everybody else who has lost a loved one due to senseless gun violence. And I know what I'm about to say, it might rub some people the wrong way. But again, like I said, on my podcast, I speak the real, the raw, the uncut, and that's what I'm going to speak about. People always talking about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, right? But go out and kill, unalive their own kind. It's like they only scream Black Lives Matter when it's another race unaliving a black person. You can't contradict yourself. Because if Black Lives Matter, then why is there so much black on black crime? We should be coming together as one instead of hurting, unaliving one another. I don't want to hear no Black Lives Matter when it's all this black on black crime is going on. Because obviously it doesn't matter. It only matters when the other kind is unaliving us. That's the only time people say Black Lives Matter, but yet they can go out and do black on black crime and then want to scream Black Lives Matter. Make it make sense. Every day I look on social media, on the news, it's so much senseless gun violence, and it seems like the ages are getting younger and younger. 13 years old sometimes, 12 or 11-year-olds, they're getting shot or unalive. Kids aren't even getting a chance to grow up and make something of themselves. Kids are not being kids anymore. It's like they just want to rush to be an adult. So they walk around acting like they're grown, like they don't have to listen to anybody, like they're not scared of anybody. They're in gangs and just walking around carrying guns, just like they're supposed to have them or something. Speaking on that, Why is it so accessible for kids to get their hands on guns? Why are guns so accessible? I see the age ranges from 11 until maybe 21, 22, of people getting shot or unalive, or they are, or either they're the ones that's committing the crime. I know I stay in a small area, so it's not much to do here. They always say, the saying is always, okay, people will be a product of their environment. No. You can come from a not so good environment and you can still make it. It's about having a positive mentality, about being a leader and not being a follower. Just because you see these people or your so-called friends doing this and that don't mean you have to follow them and do that. And you know it's wrong. You know it's not the right thing to do. It's about being a leader and stop following. Being a leader goes a long ways. If you speak negative thoughts into your head, you're going to react negative. If you speak positive thoughts into your head, then you're going to react positive. I just wanted to go back to when kids acted like kids, man. They did kid things like going outside to play basketball, just playing outside, riding bikes down the road, going to the park, just enjoying the kid life, playing hide and seek, jumping on a trampoline, stuff like that. Let's bring that back. Also, let's bring back after school programs for the kids, or kids having mentors. One person can't do it. We all have to come together to make this change. I know it's hard to get kids to listen. Believe me, I know. But we have to keep talking to them to try to get through to them. Like, we can never give up hope. We can never, ever give up hope. I have 2 sons, and one is a teenager, and I have a teenage niece. I'm just so scared for them in this cruel world, because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. You never know. Every time I turn around, when I look on social media or I look on the news, it's like I'm getting, it's just shocking. It's just shocking at so much stuff that's going on. And the age range that they're starting at a young age. They're not even quite becoming teenagers anymore. They're starting at, like I said, 11. Like, the youngest, probably they're starting at 11. So they're not even quite at that teenage stage yet, and they're already starting. And it's sad. It's really sad. So y'all, we need to, let's get these guns out of the wrong hands so we can stop this senseless gun violence and gain our community back. Let's gain our communities back by getting these guns out of the wrong hands and stopping this senseless gun violence, y'all. I'm going to speak on it. I feel like I have to speak for my brother. He's no longer here to speak for himself. So I'm going to speak for him. I'm always going to speak for him. I'm always going to talk about senseless gun violence. Because like I said, he's not here to talk about it himself. So I have to speak up for him. I'm going to speak up for my brother. And I hope that the rest of y'all who have lost loved ones due to senseless gun violence, I hope y'all speak up as well. Because we need to get our stories out here. And like I said, maybe it'll help. And maybe it won't help, but we still have to bring awareness. We still have to try. Let's not give up hope. Let's stop this senseless gun violence. Let's make a change, y'all. One person can't do it. I know. We have to come together. We have to gain our communities back. And we have to stop this senseless gun violence. Thank you all for tuning in. And that's the episode from The Real, The Raw, The Uncut, and is on Anchor, which has switched over to the app Podcasters and is connected with Spotify.